These are the things you should do before every single Fortnite tournament to ensure maximum performance. This video is going to be incredibly helpful, so make sure you drop a like for the algorithm, and furthermore, go check out the Destiny Jesus Solo Masterclass, link in description. It's a one-time lifetime purchase and offers everything you need to place in solos. Almost 200 videos from top tier players. But let's get straight into it. So quite obviously, to place well in a tournament, you're going to have to be playing well. And how do you play well? You get in a top tier warm-up. The warm-up I recommend would be first free building for an unspecified amount of time. This can be in your own map, or it can be in a free build map such as the one on screen right now. Free building is a great way to get all your little muscles warmed up in your hands and get ready for the day ahead. During this free build session, you can try old free build moves, you can really try anything that gets your fingers warm. I would recommend free building as a rule of thumb until you feel warm, you feel crazy, you feel like you're at your peak. If you still feel a little bit stiff and your edits still feel a little bit off, then I'd recommend staying in there. If free building feels slightly boring to you, I would recommend popping on a little bit of music. Music can make it feel a bit more lively, and you can actually sing along as well, which is obviously fun. Come on now. Once you finish your free building, head on into some sort of aim map / mechanics map. I personally love Raiders Mechanics Map V4, and that code will be on the screen right now. I run through a lot of the angels here and the aim training sections because I feel like when I get online, especially guns with a smaller reticle such as the combat shotgun, my aim can be a little bit dodgy with them. It's good before a tournament to get this out of the way and run this until you feel absolutely confident that your aim is top tier and you're not barely missing any single shots. Admittedly, this map is better for keyboard players in terms of aim because a lot of the things they use and the bots they use are not actual bots, so they won't get aim assist, but there are still some great exercises there for controller. My favourites being the aim duel exercises. For keyboard though, my favourite would probably be the shotgun, flick and dodge. This one's super good because it actually has two targets moving around. You have a combat shotgun so you can shoot really fast, and you've got to be careful not to rush your shots. But little orange barriers will come towards you depending where you are on the map, making you dodge out the way of them. It is a super mentally intense exercise, and it's going to get your aim very warmed up. I'm going to be honest with you. Once you've done that, you're going to be feeling pretty solid, I'd imagine, so you can hop into, before the tournament starts, some 1v1 realistics or some 1v1 build fights. This is just going to put everything you've warmed up together in one little package, meaning that you can fight them and just get completely warmed up then. You should warm up for no more than an hour before a tournament, so come on an hour before and just play. Start playing, get yourself warmed up. Some people take a lot longer than others. But that is your first key of what you should do before a Fortnite tournament. But what about the rest of my tips today? That's where it really gets interesting. A bad warm-up can damage your performance, but so can a bad mentality. Before the tournament starts, you've got to make sure you set your goals properly. What do you want out of this tournament? Decide now. This goal's got to be challenging enough, and this goal's got to be achievable. If your best placement is a 5,000th, don't expect to get top 1,000, it's not happening. Maybe go for top 4,000 in this event and then slowly work it up from there. Likewise, if you aim to get top 10,000 when your best placement in the same sort of format is a top 1,000, you're just kind of aiming too low, meaning you're not really going to put full effort in. You've got to set a goal that's both achievable and challenging here. These goals are sometimes easier to set in duos because you can both have accountability for them. You sort of build up a little bit of competitiveness between you and your duo, making the goal easier to achieve. If you get nervous before a Fortnite tournament, I've got the perfect tip for you. Before the event, make sure you have a perfect game plan. The game plan is very, very important in any game mode, and it means that you're going to plan out every single aspect of your game. Where you're landing, what your looting route is, where you're getting your metal from, where you're going to rotate to mid-game, what layers you're going to play end-game, what the overall plan is for end-game, where you're going to get your refreshes, and how. It's all very important stuff. You might be wondering how this is going to help your nerves. Well, let me tell you, nerves is basically the fear of the unknown. Will I do well? Will I not do well? Having a whole plan, having a drop map, which you can purchase from the link in the description, all the pros use them, is going to make the game less uncertain therefore making it more likely you're going to do well and less nerves needed. All of the top Fortnite coaches recommend you make drop maps and also make drop plans and game plans, and it's really going to help before a tournament. Make sure you leave time to practice the game plan though. Another tip for before a Fortnite tournament is make sure you have your setup and your stuff ready. You should always have a bottle of water or a glass of water next to you on the desk, because all the best players in the world has this. It's just going to calm your nerves when you sip at it, like Reason does in the grand finals. He probably sips like 30 times a game, and I think it does help his nerves. You should also get gum ready so you can chew gum during the tournament, and also try to settle down on caffeine and sugary stuff before the tournament. It's going to make your aim a little bit jittery. You'll be sitting down with a lot of extra energy and you won't know where to put it, so your mouse aim will be a bit shaky. You're going to start to miss some important shots. Okay, this tip is not the same as the goals one, although it is similar. This is find and revive your motivation. An easy way to do this is find something that you want in life, whether that be a beautiful car, a beautiful house, or any of the above, and get a picture of it. Something you really want, your dream. For me, it's a house I found online. I really want this house. This house looks super awesome. So I printed out like a montage of photos of it, and I have it next to me at all times, even sometimes on the screen. And I'm like, okay. Every time I see it, I'm like, I need to log in because I want to live there. I want to live there one day. You know what I'm saying? You have to revive that motivation. That motivation comes up within you when you see what you want, and it's going to make you want to perform well in that cup. Whether it be watching Booga Stories from the Battle Bus. I used to watch that video so much. It provided me with so much motivation to go pro. It's like, this guy literally came from a normal family and he won the World Cup. Maybe I can do the same one day. You know, that sort of stuff. Thinking about your specific thing you're doing at the moment and what motivates you to do it, and find a video, find a picture. Maybe it's the time frame. I have a graph of every single week from age 1 to age 90, and I tick off after every single week. It sounds very depressing, but it actually makes you realise life is short and you gotta put 100% into it. Finally, before you go into a tournament, you should make sure you're in a good mental space. What do I mean by this? You're not angry at other stuff that's not relating to Fortnite, because remember, Fortnite is life. If you mess up Fortnite, then what are you even doing with your life? I'm joking, by the way. However, what I'm not joking about is that you can have a severe underperformance if you're not in a good mental spot. If you're too angry, if you're too emotional, if you're upset about something, make sure you cast all those feelings away and get yourself in a good spot for the tournament. Trust me, you do not want to be underperforming because you're slightly upset about some of the stuff that has nothing to do with the solo cash that you're about to play, but it's arguably about to make your mood worse. Let's be honest, solo cash cups do that to everyone. We start off in an okay mood and we end in an absolutely terrible mood. It's just part of life. If you want to watch another video on my channel, then you should click this one right here on the screen. It is a banger, it's going to help you out a ton. Like the video for the algorithm and check out the Destiny Jesus Solo Masterclass so you cannot fail at solos like everyone else is currently doing. In a little bit, chat.